2005. I'll never forget it. It was the year Resident Evil 4 was released to the public. Mass hype and excitement swept across the world. No game like it had been seen before. Umbrella had made its triumphant fall, and Wesker was hidden in the shadows. It made its mark in history as one of the greatest video game achievements of all time. The future of gaming was looking more promising by the day. Then Capcom fired a bunch of people, and they went and started their own company. But that's a story for another day. It's been 11 years since then, and Shinji Mikami delivers once again.
What the? That looks so ridiculous.
The Evil Within. The crazy, gory, surreal game brought to us by Shinji Mikami, the maker of Resident Evil 4. That's right, the good one. This game really brings us back. Third-person shooter, plenty of guys with chainsaws, even less ammo, it's great. For those of us who put too much time into Resident Evil 4, this really gives us a fresh look into the genre and how it can be done well for the future of gaming. That's right, I'm calling out you, Resident Evil 6. So has Shinji Mikami delivered to us again? Welcome to Left Stick Studios. My name is Sam. I am not a professional video game reviewer, I'm just a dude who loves video games and wants to give my opinion of them. This is my opinion. If you don't agree with it, well, you're free to do so, I don't care. So here's how this is going to work. This review is going to be broken down into 5 parts. That's going to be story, level design, level layout, replay value, and gameplay. Each of these categories is going to be given a score, and the overall score for all the categories will give us our final score for the game. This is to give as impartial a review as possible. So sit back, get that heart rate up, and let's get ready to get within this evil. Sebastian Castellanos, whatever, is a detective working the beat in a city, I'm not exactly sure which one. He's working the case to find out what happened to his missing wife. With his partners Joseph, Lewis, and new rookie Kidman, they respond to a nearby call to a nearby mental hospital. Once inside, they begin to push the mental boundaries of the human brain. Is this real? Or is it simply a world built inside these people's minds? This game constantly has you asking yourself these questions. In this world, you don't know if it's you going crazy or if it's everybody else. And from my point of view, yeah, this is driving me pretty crazy. It's a well done story. It kept me driven throughout the whole game to figure out what the hell was going on and who the hell the bad guy is. With that said, they had a very interesting villain who had a very interesting background. However, I felt that every other character in the cast was just supplementary. Not a single one was very interesting, especially not fucking Lewis. Kidman was just kind of there. And Sebastian, who you are playing as the entire game, is boring. He is just a walking cliche. And even the entire time when shit is going crazy around you, he has no reaction whatsoever. Makes him very boring to play as. And even with all this, avoiding spoilers, I still felt that there were a lot of gaps within the story that they should have explained. Now, in their defense, I have heard that a lot of these gaps were told in the DLC, but I haven't played the DLC. And DLC is DLC. I don't want to pay for extra shit, though I probably will in the end, but that comes at another time. This is the base game. But even though all these facts were dropped to the wayside, I still thought it was very interesting and I did enjoy making my way to the end of the game. Plus, you know, if they make a sequel, they can just drop all these characters off. I really wouldn't care. So the score we're going to give for story, I want to give it more, but unfortunately with how much I hated everyone, it's only getting a 7 out of 10. Level design, more specifically, is the way the world looks. It's not just graphics, it's not just the quality of the game, it's how the world was designed and the way it was presented to you in a way that fits it and makes it enjoyable to be in. Gross? Nasty? Ew. These are 3 words that could be used to accurately describe the evil within. While there are a great many people I talked to while playing through this game that regarded it as scary, I disagree. I think it's just friggin' gross and disgusting. There's blood everywhere, you fall into a giant pit of intestines, there's dudes slicing up people, there's people with friggin' blood mass and chainsaws. Oh gosh, it gets nuts. The walls are brains. And you know what? I loved it. I think it was great. They really tried to gross out the player and really freak you out, and I thought they did it wonderfully. And you know what? With the whole world being in a mental state, they were able to make some interesting liberties. Or real world, or mental, you know what? I'm still not even sure. So that is why, in my humble same opinion, I think the level design of this game deserves a 9 out of 10. But would I want to wade through pools of guts again? No. Level layout. The difference between level layout and level design. Design is the way the world looks. Layout is actually the way the world is navigated and the way you move about in it. The reason I differentiate these is that there are some games where it just takes away from the experience because it's a pain to get to places, and every area does not feel full of life and not very well made and fleshed out. So this is something that I feel that we need to put attention to and actually grade a video game on, and that's why I'm going to do that right now. You know what, blood and guts aside, I really enjoyed Evil Within and the wide variety of areas that it presented to me. I mean, you were constantly moving from one place to another with distinct differences in each one, and a lot of times you may have ended up in some maniac's basement or whatnot, but you were always seeing something new. A village, a church, castle. That pool of intestines looks oddly familiar. I was constantly being faced with a new challenge and something new to look at whenever I entered a new area. It really helped add an interesting variety to just the world in itself and what I was experiencing as I was just walking through. Plus, every area was very well fleshed out, no pun intended, and there were plenty of hidden collectibles and secrets to collect. It really keeps you wanting to move forward and other things to see, and really adds to the replay value, which we'll be getting to later in the video. And it's because of this that I will give the layout of these areas a 9 out of 10. You know what? Do you like Resident Evil 4? Well, you're gonna love this only a little less. Yes, the gameplay was great. It was fluid, satisfying, and it always gave you what you needed at the right moment. However, there are a few things I'm gonna have to take away from this 4, because they are things that I felt the game needed that it didn't deliver. Now, I am sorry to continue comparing this to Resident Evil 4, but it's made by the same guy, and there's a few things I wanted to carry over. Mainly physical attacks. Holy sweet Jesus, the melee is terrible. It is the worst thing ever. You can upgrade it, but I even bothered to put a few points into it, and it felt like it did nothing. I mean, hell, the very first enemy I faced in the game, I thought, I'll conserve ammo. It didn't die. Heck, I couldn't even knock him down. I mean, whatever happened to my, obnoxiously fit hero? Where's my roundhouse kicks? My suplex? Come on, Mikami, make me smile again. But, thank you for carrying over unique death animations.
Why? Why would you do this to us? Why is there so much death? Why? Kamiya!
Yep. Thanks. Okay, but seriously for a moment, the gameplay was good. There were a lot of enemies, there were a lot of bosses. You always had a new challenge ahead of you of something to kill. Even the little guys never really got that old to defeat. You had to figure out new ways to take them down, and that was fun in itself. Except for that one motherfucker, god damn it, I hate that thing! And just enough ammo to keep you alive. And that's why I'm gonna give the gameplay an 8 out of 10. Up next, replay value. You know what? Easy answer. After you finish the game, you unlock New Game Plus. so you can go into the game once again with all your weapons and skills intact. You know, classic New Game Plus. And, okay, I promise, last Resident Evil 4 reference. Just to be nice, to go into your New Game Plus, they give you a machine gun, and a rocket launcher. Come on. Oh, and 50,000 brain juice experience points, just give you that little leg up and reward for killing the big baddie. So yeah, replay value is a must. Hell, I might go do it right now. I died. And that's why replay value is gonna get an easy 9 out of 10. Death, gore, Joseph? Damn it, Joseph. Evil Within delivered a fantastic re-entrance into the horror third-person genre. It gave us a new and interesting story to follow, some really messed up environments, and highly varied places to explore and to die. With a slew of new enemies and weapons, there's plenty to do in one playthrough or even more. I hope they make a sequel to what could lead to a new series of A+ gaming. And so, combining all the scores we've had so far and finding the average with them, let me do a little maths here. Our final score is a 9 out of 10. I hope you guys enjoyed our Left Stick Studios review of The Evil Within. Click on the link below to go to our full playthrough, and like, comment, and subscribe for more reviews, gameplay, everything you could want from gaming. Thanks for watching, guys. Later.